This is the Galaxy A55 5G. It comes in 4 different colors: ice blue, lilac, lemon, and navy. You can get it now for $355. I got this one off Amazon, so it comes with a charging block, but if you manage to get your hands on one of these off a retailer, it won't come with one, so I'll leave the link in the description below. Now, I've personally never owned a Samsung A50 series phone, but I have owned many mid-range phones, and I can tell you, this phone is the best mid-range phone I've had. The design is very similar to its predecessor, the A54, but it has a much more refined premium feel. The back of the phone is glass, so it does attract fingerprints, but that's inevitable. The sides are aluminum grade, and they're now flat all around except where the volume and power buttons are. This gives it that boxy feel in your hand, and ergonomically some of you might not like it, but I found it quite comfortable in my hands. The phone also comes with an expandable memory slot and a SIM card slot paired with 2 speakers, one at the top and another at the bottom. Looking at the display, it's a Gorilla Glass Victus Plus with a 6.6-inch AMOLED screen, 1080p resolution, and 120 refresh rate. A small upgrade from the A54, which has a smaller body and a 6.4-inch display. The marketer brightness peaks at around 1000 nits, but after some research and looking at the DxO Mark score, it's found that it actually peaks at around 1600 nits under sunlight conditions. At the time of making this video, the phone is actually running on the latest Android OS, which is going to be Android 14. Flipping through the pages has been really nice. Thanks to that 120Hz refresh rate, it has been a smooth experience thus far. It charges to 50% after 30 minutes, and it takes an hour and 5 minutes to charge to full at 25 watts. The chipset for the A55 is the Exynos 1480. Now, I know a lot of you will turn away because of the chip alone, but given that it's a mid-range phone, I wouldn't have expected any less, and it's still an upgrade from last year's A54. That aside, throughout my time using it, I couldn't find a reason to complain. I've used multiple apps at once and only experienced some slowing after I had opened 6 apps in the background and some excessive gaming. The chip paired with a display and speakers actually provide a pretty decent gaming experience. The A55 comes with triple cameras and the ability to record 4K at 30 FPS. It also comes with pretty decent video stabilization. The cameras are all the same as its predecessor, with a 50 megapixel as its main, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 5 megapixel macro. I did notice that the cameras weren't as vibrant as some other mid-range phones. Take a look at these shots. Okay, so what are my final thoughts? For someone who's never used an A50 series phone, I'm honestly surprised. This phone feels like a premium quality phone. Of course, it isn't a flagship, but for the price, it's pretty good. There are a few drawbacks. There's no 4K at 60 FPS, no wireless charging, no headphone jack, and no Samsung DeX. But if you can set these aside, I think this phone checks the box of 90% of the average user, especially for its price point. But for the tech geeks out there who can't get past the Exynos 1480, this is definitely not for you. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you own an A55, let me know how you like it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Bye.